we're driven by trying to replicate ourselves synthetically, okay? You know, I mean, 5,600 different mammals left on Earth, driven by eat, sleep, and reproduce. Next Mars one can make a pencil. You know, so everything we do, we extract our will into conducive mediums, like cars. We can't fly, so, it's like, metal, fire, and fuel, so we can fly. Okay, fine. So in the case of computer graphics is kind of blueprint for the inevitable, in a way. It's like, it's a fantasy of where we want to go. So this idea about, resurrection of deceased actors, new actors, the future of what actors are, right? And this whole synthetic, even our cell phones, the second sequence in 2001 Space Odyssey, all the primates are freaking out at a black monolith that's allegedly the holder of all information. I think the iPhone is like a last joke from Steve Jobs, with the Arthur C. Clarke thing. But everything on that screen we believe is being the truth. So pixels have no conscience by what's on the monitor, and even this allegation about, Putin giving a speech he never gave. So this is the weapon that you're dealing with. And countries that have gone through a scientific and industrial revolution like us, we tend to be a little more, savvy when it comes to that. But other countries where complete populations of 100,000 people are rubbed out based on one television signal and on the town TV, that's where the real powerful weapon is. Bugs Bunny is an amalgam of Harpo Marx and Jack Benny. Okay, so you're looking at the merging of personalities. So now you take the visual merging, you take Nicolas Cage and merge him with Michael Jackson and create a new character, right? But they never exist, right? But people will pay money to go see this actor now on screen, right? Or actors that have, and the first litmus test will be similar to a War of the Worlds scenario, where you'll have they'll say, okay, they're gonna run a rom-com, all right? Jennifer Aniston's in it, these people right? But there's gonna be this other actor, and they're gonna have a run, and they're not gonna tell you, right? They're not gonna report the radio broadcast is actually fictitious, And then at the end of it, it'll, run to, it'll be on, streaming, and they'll say, oh, and incidentally, it said, who's this actor? We've never seen before. Oh, they don't exist. What? And that will be how they test it with people, as opposed to say, you have to see this new film. There's a digital actor that doesn't exist in this film. You have to see it. They're gonna trick the public, if they haven't already. Who knows? Who can predict it, right? Anybody can sit and make predictions. But this is sort of a condition, like humans they hoard, right? So invention, is really just the process of uncovering what's already there, technically. Well, they talk about the false flag thing. Those are all that's achieved. Explosions on, that's been going on for 10 years. Really good looking explosions, and natural disaster films. Like a Twister, that was like tornado pornography. There's no story, you're just waiting for the next tornado, right? So that is the weapon of the visual, and I'm not saying it's the right thing, but again, it's a blueprint for the inevitable, which, we essentially want to live forever. Well, when no, I wouldn't want to live forever. Oh, okay, when would you die? I don't know, my friends are dead. Well, suppose they weren't dead. Or, or maybe I'll wait for my next great-great-great-grandchild. The notion is that, being the blueprint, it means our awareness will have the potential to live forever. Like we're in these carbon vessels that are kind of faulty, but this idea about taking a SIM card out and looking in your closet and not picking a shirt, but picking a body. I want to be a female. I want to be a young boy, right, of a different ethnicity, like that. I want to be an animal, right? That's the reality of it. I'm not saying it's right, I'm just saying it's inevitable. Well, I mean, there's a really good fail-safe mechanism, it's called nature. Right? Nature, if it doesn't like something, it just goes flick like that. Okay? There are 400 billion planets in this galaxy, and there's approximately 3 to 4 trillion galaxies, and the universe is estimated 14 or 13 trillion years old. And the Earth is 4.5 trillion years old. This has all happened before, and it's going to happen again.